everybody. Nice to be with you. We're landing pretty soon. We had some pretty good news 20 minutes ago, but it seems to be going very well in the Middle East with Iran. We'll know over a little period of time. We're negotiating over the weekend. And as you know, we have the blockade. The blockade's been very successful. And of equal success has been the 5 weeks before the blockade. The combination was pretty lethal, I would say. So we're going to be knowing very shortly. But we're talking over. I expect things to go well. Many of these things have been negotiated and agreed to.
Sir, what was the good news that you had 20 minutes ago?
Having to do with Iran.
Can you tell us anything about
No, but you'll hear about it.
What are you going to be
I just think it's something that should happen. It's something that only makes sense to happen. And I think it will. We'll see what happens, but I think it will.
Have you agreed to...
You told me on the phone earlier that everything has been agreed to. You told me earlier that everything has been agreed to. Iran was saying something different. So what has been worked out in that time?
They have to say something different because, you know, they have people that they have to cater to also. I really don't. I'm just doing the thing that's right. I'm just saying it like it is. And we have a situation, I think, that is going to be very beneficial. And the main thing is that Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. You cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. And that supersedes everything else.
Are you personally the one that's making these negotiations? Are you personally the one that's making these negotiations move forward? Is it you?
I have people representing me, but I'm the one that makes the decision.
Sir, in the Strait,
there have been reports that the Pentagon's preparing for military action in Cuba. Are those reports true? Is Cuba next?
Well, it depends on what your definition of military action is.
Would it look like Venezuela or Iran?
It does. It depends on what your definition of military action is, as Bill Clinton would say. You understand that? No. A lot of people don't understand that.
Sir, on the Strait, tomorrow, your 9 a.m. event tomorrow, what are you planning to announce?
Well, we have something tomorrow, and it's a little bit of a surprise. I think it's a very positive thing, something I feel strongly about. Somebody's coming to the White House who's very good, very smart, very caring, a person that cares a lot about the country and beyond. And so we're going to have a news conference tomorrow, a little unusual, Saturday morning.
Is it about Iran?
Yeah, exactly.
No, well, it will be. Ultimately, everything's about Iran, I guess. It all morphs into Iran. You're going to be asking questions. But the Iran thing is just going well. Tomorrow is unrelated, but it'll be a form of a news conference. And I think it's going to be something very good for our country.
Do you feel like something at the White House when this all does end, when you are able?
We'll have a party, man. It will be great. Hey, we've been pushed around by Iran for 47 years, but not anymore.
President, when you say that Iran has agreed to turn over their nuclear dust, what does that mean? Are they destroying their nuclear material? They're turning it over. Can you walk us through what that process looks like, sir?
We're taking it. Very simple. We're taking it. Yeah.
Does
With
that mean-
Iran. We're going in with Iran.
Does that mean U.S.
We're
boots
taking
on the ground to get
We'll
that?
have it. I don't call it boots on the ground. We'll take it after the agreement is signed. There's a big difference. Before and after. BC. It's before and after.
Sir, in the Strait, are there going to be
After
restrictions?
the agreement is signed, it's a lot different than before. We would have taken it. If we didn't have an agreement, we would take it. But I don't think we'll have to.
Sir, in the Strait, are there going to be restrictions and tolls managed by Iran for ships and vessels
Nope.
passing through?
No way. No
None
way.
at all?
Nope.
No restrictions?
You talked to FISA, Mr. President.
Restrictions, yeah, there'll be restrictions. You can't do the tolls. No, they're not going to be tolls.
On FISA, Mr. President, Anna Paula Luna is pushing to have the Save America Act linked to FISA in the FISA renewal.
Well, I
Are you
think
in
she's
favor?
great, and I'd love to see that. The Save America Act is so important. It's so good. It's voter ID. It's, you know, basic. It's your basics about a democracy. Voter ID, birthplace. You have to be born in the United States to vote. We have no transgender. We added no transgender mutilization of our children. Very important. No men in women's sports. Now, we added that. Also, we talk about the top three. And we put as the three having to do with the vote. We also have no mail-in ballots other than for the military, etc. If you're sick, the military. If you're away, if you're disabled, any of those things. It's pretty generous, actually, but mail-in ballot, the tremendous cheating that goes on with mail-in ballots. So we would have no mail-in ballots except for those various exceptions.
Mr. President, did the ceasefire in Lebanon need to happen for you to get to a deal with
No,
Iran?
It's not really tied, but you could say maybe psychologically tied, but we're going to help Lebanon become a country again. You know, it's been a long time for them. They've gone through a lot, and we're going to help them be a country again.
And then, were you frustrated with Netanyahu while you were negotiating the ceasefire in the last round? Was his action bombing Lebanon, did that impact peace talks?
We disagree on some things, but he's been a very good partner. We did a good job. There's probably never been anything like it. He says we were the senior, and we are the senior. We're the senior to everyone. We have the greatest military in the world. I built it in the first term. Didn't think I'd be using it this much, but we have the greatest military in the world, greatest equipment, greatest. When you look at it, we had 101 to 111, depending on your definition, because some were two. They came out in twos. Missiles shot at a certain very valuable asset of ours that happened to be sitting on the water. Every single one of those missiles was shot down. Think of it, 111 missiles. Every single one of them was shot down. Never even got close. Nobody has a military like this. Nobody has equipment like this. Nobody has the power that we have.
So you said that the U.S. was going to take the nuclear dust from Iran.
Yeah, we didn't
What's
make
the
a deal.
time? What's the timeline on that? How long will that
Do you want me
take?
to give you the time and date and everything else?
Is it like you've negotiated
If we
how long that
obviously, I'm not
process
going
will
to give
go
you the
on?
time, other than if we sign the agreement, then I can give you time somewhere after the signing of the agreement.
And
We'll
will
go
it
in
involve
with
US
Iran.
military?
We'll go in with Iran, and we will take it together, and we will bring it back, 100% of it, back to the United States. If we don't do that, we will get it in a different form, in a much more unfriendly form.
And that
But in any event, we'll get it. But in any event, excuse me. But in any event, we'll get it. Go ahead.
If you don't have a deal by Wednesday when the ceasefire ends, will you extend the ceasefire or will
I
you
don't
start
know.
at
Maybe not.
attacks again?
Maybe I won't extend it.
Okay.
But the blockade is going to remain.
Do you have an
But maybe I won't extend it. So you have a blockade, and unfortunately, we'll have to start dropping bombs again. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. I think it's going to happen.
What about the UFOs, Mr. President?